Imagine, if you will, a time long ago, when the world was still a place of mystery, when the line between fact and fantasy blurred like the shifting colours of a twilight sky. It was during these ancient days that one of the most enchanting and enduring myths took root, the legend of the unicorn. Our story begins in the distant lands of Mesopotamia, around 4,000 years ago. The earliest records of unicorn-like creatures come from the rich tapestry of Sumerian and Assyrian art. But these weren't the graceful shining horses with spiralling horns we picture today. No, the creatures described were more wild, more fearsome, often depicted as fierce, single-horned beasts that roamed the untamed wilderness. Some believed these creatures were so rare and powerful that they were the guardians of the gods. Yet it wasn't until ancient Greek travellers set sail toward the farthest reaches of the known world that the unicorn's legend truly began to spread across civilizations. In the 4th century BCE, the historian Ctesias returned from India with tales of an extraordinary creature, a white horse with a long twisted horn protruding from its forehead. His description, filled with wonder and awe, captivated the imaginations of Greeks and Romans alike. The unicorn, however, was not merely a creature of the East. It soon became a symbol of purity, grace, and strength in the European Middle Ages. Christian scholars of the time took the idea of the unicorn as a representation of the Virgin Mary, a pure and untouchable symbol of divine femininity. In sacred art, the unicorn was depicted as a gentle and mystical creature, often shown kneeling before the Virgin in reverence. The unicorn's fame reached new heights during the Renaissance, when artists and poets immortalized it in literature and paintings. But as the centuries passed, the creatures of legend began to feel the weight of reality. The age of exploration brought more discoveries and more skepticism. People began to question whether the unicorn could truly exist, or if it was simply an illusion of travelers' tales. And yet, the legend of the unicorn endured. In the 16th century, a curious artifact began to emerge in European courts: beautifully carved unicorn horns, often sold as unicorn horns for an exorbitant price. These prized items were later discovered to be the horns of narwhals, those mysterious, tusked creatures of the Arctic. But the belief in the unicorn didn't die. Instead, it morphed, becoming a symbol not of a physical creature, but of the impossible, the elusive, something to aspire to dream of. Today, the unicorn remains as much a part of popular culture as ever, appearing in fantasy stories, films, and even as a whimsical symbol of beauty and wonder. Its legacy, however, is more than just a fairy tale. It's a reminder that even in a world bound by logic and science, there is room for the fantastical, the extraordinary, and the pure magic of belief. And so, from the desert sands of Mesopotamia to the golden halls of European castles, from the scrolls of ancient scholars to the pages of modern fantasy novels, the legend of the unicorn lives on, a creature of beauty, mystery, and boundless imagination.